Please get ready for a dictation of part 2 of the judgment of the Delhi High Court delivered on 6th March 2023. 5 seconds. Start. To undertake special recruitment drive by organizing centralized recruitment against backlog so worked out so as to fill up the vacancies by utilizing at least 50% of the vacancies available with the respective establishments for this purpose only, to organize further special recruitment drive as required so as to fill up the remaining backlog of vacancies by 31st December 2010. Respondent number 1 will issue an appropriate order modifying the office memorandum dated 29/12/2005 and the subsequent OMs consistent with this court's order. The respondent number 1 shall issue instructions to all the departments, public sector undertakings, government companies declaring that the non-observance of the scheme of reservation for persons with disabilities should be considered as an act of non-obedience, and the nodal officer in departments, public sector undertakings, government companies responsible for the proper strict implementation of reservation for persons with disabilities to be departmentally proceeded against for his default. The respondent number 1 is further directed to issue instructions to all the departments, public sector undertakings, government companies, as well as recruiting agencies not to undertake recruitment for any department, public sector undertakings, government company, unless the departmental, public sector undertaking, government company makes provisions for reservation for persons with disabilities in terms of the order of this court, and a clearance is granted by the committee headed by the Chief Commissioner for Disabilities. The committee headed by the Chief Commissioner for Disabilities shall submit a status report on implementation of the above directions to this court within 3 months from the date of this order. It has been further stated that the aforesaid order passed by this court was subjected to judicial scrutiny before the Honorable Supreme Court by way of Civil Appeal number 9096 of 2013. The same was decided by an order dated 8/10/2013, and the following order was passed by the Honorable Supreme Court. We hereby direct the appellant herein to issue an appropriate order modifying the office memorandum dated 29/12/2005 and the subsequent OMs consistent with this order within 3 months from the date of passing of this judgment. We hereby direct the appropriate government to compute the number of vacancies available in all the establishments and further identify the posts for disabled persons within a period of 3 months from today and implement the same without default. The appellant herein shall issue instructions to all the departments, public sector undertakings, government companies declaring that the non-observance of the scheme of reservation for persons with disabilities should be considered as an act of non-obedience, and nodal officer in department, public sector undertakings, government companies responsible for the proper strict implementation of reservation for persons with disabilities be departmentally proceeded against the default. The petitioner has further stated that in spite of orders being passed by the Honorable Supreme Court, as the vacancies were not being filled up, reservation was not being done, the petitioner again started taking follow-up action against the present petition has been filed praying for the following reliefs. A. Issue a writ of certiorari or any other appropriate writ order or direction thereby calling for the records relating to the maintenance of roster for giving effect to 3% reservation for persons with disabilities in terms of Section 33 of the Persons with Disabilities, Equal Opportunities, Protection of Rights and Full Participation Act 1995, read with directions of Honorable Apex Court in judgment dated 8/10/13 in Civil Appeal number 9096 of 2013 up to March 2017, and thereafter in terms of Section 34 of Rights of Persons with Disabilities Act 2016, read with Rule 11 of Rights of Persons with Disabilities Rules 2017, including 1% for persons suffering from blindness and low vision by all government departments, at least beginning from 1996, examine the same and quash all such recruitments to the extent of 3% up to March 2017, and thereafter 4% from April 2017 till date if provision of reservation in terms of Section 33 of the old Act of 1995 and Section 34 of the said new Act of 2016 of the said rules have not been followed. Stop.